As you can see, I have very oily hair here, and you girls know what that means. That means it's slick back bun today. However, I have a very long day today, and I need a bun that's gonna last me literally all day long. And who does a bun better than the girls of our armed forces? Besides maybe ballerinas. So I took my research to TikTok and I watched a bunch of tutorials, and I realized a lot of them used either sock buns or those actual like hair bun maker thingies I don't know the name of. Donuts? Hair donuts? Anyways, I didn't have one of those, and so I found one tutorial that didn't use one either, and so I strictly followed that one. Now, there was music playing in the background of her TikTok, so I'm afraid I can't use the original audio, but I'll explain what I'm doing. The first step was to just brush your hair out like normal, and so that's what we're both doing here in this clip. The next step, simple enough, was to just comb your hair straight backwards. And now it's time to make that iconic zigzag part. I feel like a lot of them do the zigzag part because there's not very much else going on with the hair depending on how you put up the bun. But as you can see, she has a really nice comb for this and I do not. I do own one, I just couldn't find mine at the time. This is me checking my handiwork. Honestly, I think it wasn't that bad for my first time trying it. But it definitely could have been better looking back on this clip of me looking at it. The next step was to lay down the ends of your hair really flat. She's just using water in this clip and this special little brush thing. I didn't have the special brush and I really needed this to last all day, so I used gel instead of water. And then I found my tiny brush, which would have been really nice to have when I was trying to part my hair, but here I used it to lay down the ends of my hair like she did. I ended up having to swipe through my hair multiple times for this to turn out right, but here's just like the best clip of me doing it. And now it's time for us to actually put our hair up into a low ponytail. And this was my honest reaction after seeing how bad the back of my hair looked in that last clip when watching it back. It honestly took 2 or 3 tries for me to actually get it right, to be honest. This next step I added on my own. I just decided I needed a little bit of an extra hold, and I just added some hairspray along the ends of my hair because it was finally laying down the way I wanted it, and I wanted it to stay all day long, and it just got rid of the little flyaways like next to my ears and stuff like that. And now, because I don't have a hair bun or a sock bun or whatever, we're actually going to split the hair into 2 parts. So here's where we're about to put the hair into the actual bun. I actually put some mousse in my hair for some extra hold because she uses leave-in conditioner, and I actually need mine to last like all day. And leave-in conditioner just isn't going to cut it. After she put in the leave-in conditioner, she twisted it to make 2 twists so that she's going to twist around into the bun. And I, for the life of me, could not figure out how she did this. I swear I was literally fighting for my life. Like, I don't know how she figured out how to do this. Like, the hair would just bend and it wouldn't. I don't know how she got to leave the one other strand out. So eventually I had to have my mom just come help me. And I'm glad she was there to do it for me because I would have not been able to figure it out. After pinning the ends of it in place, we basically just repeated the process for the second time, added some more mousse, and then twisted it up again and twisted it up into a bun. This is me placing the final bobby pin. And for extra security, I placed 2 clear rubber bands around it just to kind of hold it and keep it in place. And after dousing it in some more hairspray, I think we're almost completely done. Except I have one more little hack. It's hard to find the original person that came up with this because it's kind of all over TikTok. But basically, you take dental floss and you run it along your hair, and it kind of lays down all the flyaways. First you spray it with hairspray, and then you do this, and it just really lays them down for the rest of the day. So I basically just went all around my head and just put this dental floss all over it to make sure I got all the flyaways down. And now we're done. However, here comes the real test. Can it really last me all day long? Well, this is me 2 hours later with my bun still completely intact. But this is me in the middle of my shift at work. As you can see, it has kind of fallen out of the bun just a little bit. You can see the end of it is popping out. I think it would be fine if you had shorter hair, but because I have such long hair, this bun is just like not supported at the end, and so it's just kind of fallen off and look weird. Which wasn't super great because I still had 3 or 4 hours of my shift left at this point. And here's what it looked like after having a 10-hour day. As you can see, that last final loop has completely fallen off of the bun and it's just kind of hanging on for dear life. And it looks really silly here. But I'd say honestly, it lasted longer than I thought it was going to. And it's still in my hair, right? So this video is of me taking down the bun, which was a disaster. With the amount of products I had put in it, like hairspray and mousse and all that other kind of stuff like gel, it was so hard to get out. This is what the bun looked like unraveled with all of that mousse I had put in there. I had these weird like rope looking hair things. They were so silly looking. But what was worse than the look of them was trying to brush them out. Like, it was literally impossible. It was like trying to brush through concrete, and you can see it in my face, like the discomfort of trying to brush it. Eventually I got it all brushed out though, and this is what that looked like. Now here's me finally being able to take down my hair, and it felt so good. Not because it was really that tight or anything, but because I had this one bobby pin that was rubbing against the nape of my neck in just the right way to make it really itchy, but like I couldn't scratch at it because I didn't want to mess up my hair. So this is me getting my first good scratch in. The process of taking it down is just a lot of brushing through the pain and brushing out all that product you used to put it back. But you kind of get these cute heatless curls, except your roots are going to look super oily because you put so much hairspray and gel in it. So I wouldn't really recommend using this. But hey, I mean, it works, right? I mean, just look how oily the roots look. I mean, I knew my hair was oily before I even put it up in the bun, but like with all the added product, I think it just looks 10 times worse. And then the bottoms are all frizzy because of the way I had them. And now I have to do my part. If I'm being honest, this was the most scary part because of all the product I put in. I thought it was going to be impossible to get my part back the way it was. But it was actually surprisingly easy. That's my face of astonishment when it just basically fell right back into place. So would I wear the bun again? Yes, but this also means I have to like really scrub my hair in the shower and it's gonna take so long.